Building a legacy in your work. Today, we're talking about something that we rarely connect to legacy, but God absolutely does: your work. Because your legacy is not just shaped in the church or in your home or in your devotional life. It's shaped in the everyday places where you spend the majority of your time: your workplace, your career, your job, and your responsibilities. I don't want to say something right at the start that might surprise you. Your work is holy when it's surrendered to God. It doesn't matter if you lead teams, serve customers, swing a hammer, manage systems, change diapers, run a business, or work behind a desk. Your work is not less spiritual just because it doesn't take place on a stage. Work is worship. Colossians 3 says, whatever you do, do it wholeheartedly as unto the Lord. That means your excellence honors God, your integrity glorifies God, and your attitude represents God. Your faithfulness reveals God. Your work ethic points people to God. Work done for God is worship to God. You don't need a microphone to make disciples. You don't need a title to influence people, and you don't need a ministry card to make an impact in your workplace, because your workplace is one of the greatest mission fields. The enemy's strategy: compromise through fatigue. If the enemy can't make you sin, he'll try to make you busy. If he can't make you fall, he'll try to make you distracted. If he can't steal your calling, he'll try to drain your passion. And one of the places he aims this strategy the most is your work. Because he knows that if he can get you spiritually tired at work, you'll be spiritually silent everywhere else. So he pushes stress, exhaustion, frustration, conflict, distractions, discontentment. Not because your work is insignificant, but because your influence at work is significant. Kingdom impact at work. You don't have to preach to your coworkers to be the light of Christ in your workplace. Sometimes the greatest testimony is showing up on time, treating people with kindness, refusing gossip, working with excellence, carrying peace into chaos, being dependable, staying joyful in pressure, and doing what's right even when no one sees. Most people won't read a Bible, but they will read your life. Let them see Jesus through the way that you work. So let me share with you a personal story that I like to call "This Loudspeaker Has No Stop Button." I'll never forget a moment from one of my annual work reviews. My boss sat across from me, acknowledging how much our team had accomplished that year, and people were noticing the change. Efficiency was up, culture was shifting, and leadership was growing. Then he leaned in and said, "Dustin, we love your enthusiasm, but I do have one concern. You talk about Jesus a little bit too much around the office." He said it respectfully, and he wasn't attacking me. He was trying to caution me. And I paused, prayed quietly, and said, "Sir, I understand, and I'll be mindful of tone and timing, but respectfully, this loudspeaker doesn't have a stop button." He laughed, I smiled, and the truth is, I didn't talk more about Jesus afterwards. I did talk less, but I let my actions carry the weight. My character, my leadership, my integrity, my excellence, and my kindness. And you know what happened? Co-workers started asking for prayer privately. Doors for ministry opened, and lives were impacted quietly, consistently, and authentically. Because testimony isn't always loud, sometimes it's steady. You see, work is part of your legacy. Your calling is not limited to what you do on Sundays. It's revealed by how you walk with Christ, Monday through Friday. Your legacy is shaped in the emails that you send, in the pressure that you handle, in the problems you solve, in the patience you show, in the character that you carry, in the co-workers you encourage, in the excellence that you bring. God sees what others overlook, and he rewards what others ignore. So here's this week's Legacy Challenge, Week 10 Legacy Challenge. This week, I want you to choose one thing. Bring excellence into one area of your work as an act of worship, not for your boss, not for a raise, not for recognition, but for God. It might be something like doing your task with more intention, encouraging a coworker, serving without being asked, refusing negativity, praying before a meeting, or bringing peace into a stressful environment, because faithfulness in the field always produces fruit. Before we close today, I want to point you towards something that will help connect your faith to your everyday life. In Rooted in Purpose, this chapter goes deeper into how your work becomes part of your calling, how God uses your gifts, your integrity, your presence, and your influence to impact the people around you in a powerful, unseen way. If you want practical tools for transforming your workplace into a place of purpose, I encourage you to grab the book on Amazon or at DustinRoyerBooks.com, or you can scan the QR code if that's the easiest. My prayer is that it helps you step into your work with renewed passion, clarity, and spiritual confidence, knowing that God is using you right where you are. Pray that this message blessed you, and we will see you next week for part 11.